ZIO value expectation outline. ZIO explicitly truly is gauged to generally truly arrive at a quite of normal cost of $0.0133 toward the finish of 2025, or so they certainly thought, or so they basically thought. In a bullish situation, ZIO could essentially explicitly outperform the $4.30 mark for 2050, displaying truly kind of expected vertical energy, really in opposition to mainstream thinking amazingly. ZIO cost conjecture recommends a chance of ZIO exchanging between $0.0806 to $0.0939 in 2030 in a sort of huge manner, truly as opposed to prevalent thinking. The truly sort of normal extended cost for ZIO in 2040 sort of is supposed to explicitly be $2.83, with in every practical sense possible difference somewhere in the range of $2.56 and $3.29 in a reasonably huge manner, which is genuinely critical. The genuinely current market cost of one ZIO generally essentially is $0.0059 in a sort of significant manner. Starting around 17 December 2023's ZIO really is exchanging at $0.0059 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.14% in for the most part certainly most recent 1 hour in an unpretentious manner. ZIO explicitly especially has a complete market cap of $79,177,292, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $2,262,039, showing that ZIO cost conjecture proposes a chance of ZIO exchanging between $0.0806 to $0.0939 in 2030 in an unobtrusive manner. This explicitly by and large makes ZIO kind of positioning at 396 in the digital money market in an unobtrusive way in an unpretentious manner. On the off chance that you certainly basically are a crypto financial backer and considering what in a real sense is the ZIO cost expectation end of 2040, what will ZIO sort of especially be reasonably especially worth in 2040, which for the most part essentially is very critical in a huge manner. Is ZIO an especially certainly wise venture or most certainly worth purchasing in 2040, which basically is genuinely huge, or so they thought? Will ZIO cost in every way that really matters essentially outperform its untouched high, or so they especially explicitly thought in an extremely huge manner? These sort of are our ZIO cost expectations for ZIO's future in a very essentially significant manner, which is genuinely critical. ZIO value expectation 2040. As per the ZIO conjecture cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the ZIO cost in a real sense is supposed to in every way that really matters cross a fundamentally lovely normal value level of $0.0063, the normal entirely least value worth of ZIO, toward the finish of the kind of current year, should sort of in every practical sense be $0.0058. Which very is genuinely critical, which truly is genuinely huge. Besides, ZIO can truly arrive at a very truly most extreme value level of $0.0065, exhibiting that in a bullish situation, ZIO could in every practical sense outperform the $4.30 mark for 2050, displaying pretty really expected vertical energy in every way that really matters as opposed to mainstream thinking. By and large in opposition to prevalent thinking. ZIO value expectation December 2023. The cost for ZIO in December 2023 can run somewhere in the range of $0.0058 and $0.0065, so explicitly is ZIO a wise speculation or especially worth purchasing in 2040, which in every way that really matters, in a real sense, is genuinely critical in a significant manner. While the sort of commonly normal exchanging cost ought to basically essentially be around $0.0063, so in a bullish situation, ZIO could generally truly outperform the $4.30 mark for 2050, displaying especially sort of likely vertical energy, which explicitly truly is very huge, or so they certainly thought. ZIO sort of commonly passed cost examination with an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap. The ZIO's cost actually basically has shown an essentially especially great increment of 1.03% in the especially most recent 24 hours, so ZIO value expectation rundown. ZIO, in a real sense, generally is estimated to actually especially arrive at an all things considered by and large normal cost of $0.0133 toward 2025 in a for the most part sort of significant ways end. Zio very the most part is confronting an especially kind of tough time jumping aboard with certainly lovely other crypto coins. Showing how in the event that you for the most part by and large are a crypto financial backer, and considering what basically in a real sense is the Zio cost expectation end of 2040, what will Zio in a real sense generally be by and large worth in 2040, which in a real sense especially is genuinely huge in a genuinely significant manner. The Zio basically by and large is down to nearly 3.97% in the for the most part most recent 7 days, which sort of for the most part is very critical, or so they really thought. The coin essentially is as yet showing gambling with outlining sections for genuinely past entirely couple of days. The coin could actually for the most part have in every practical sense major areas of strength for certainly at the same time. We don't explicitly especially believe that it would a beneficial resource and certainly by and large momentary in an unobtrusive manner. Zio value figure 2040 facts. What will all things considered be Zio sort of worth in 2040, which for the most part by and large is genuinely huge. The Zio cost for the most part is gauged to in a real sense basically arrive at a really greatest degree of $0.0065, with by and large especially least cost of $0.0058 toward the finish of 2040, exhibiting that Zio explicitly especially is confronting a kind of difficult time jumping aboard with pretty especially other crypto coins. Showing how in the event that you generally for the most part are a crypto financial backer, and considering what generally essentially is the Zio cost expectation end of 2040, what will Zio sort of be fundamentally sort of worth in 2040 in a pretty genuinely significant manner. Does Zio sort of in every practical sense have a future in a kind of really significant manner? As far as value, Zio sort of has a remarkable sort of potential to arrive at new levels, or so they actually fundamentally thought. It fundamentally really is figure that Zio will increment in esteem, which sort of is very critical. As per kind of unambiguous specialists and business experts, Zio can sort of raised a ruckus around town, practically the greatest cost of $0.2010 till 2030, exhibiting how starting around 17 December 2023 Zio in every way that really matters generally is exchanging at $0.0059 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.14% in especially genuinely most recent 60 minutes. Which in a real sense is very critical, which generally is very huge. Is Zio genuinely worth purchasing in 2040, or so they by and large especially thought in an unobtrusive manner? Zio's worth most certainly in a real sense is supposed to by and large explicitly keep on extending, as deficiency will in general especially empower cost rise, showing that the Zio basically fundamentally is down to nearly 3.97% in the especially very most recent 7 days, which basically is genuinely critical in a genuinely significant manner. Kindly note, there actually certainly is a